The UK recorded a sharp rise in the number of tech startups this year. Let's have a look at 5 tech stocks worth keeping an eye on. Hello, I'm Rachel Jones and you're watching Kalkine Media. Some of the highest return providers on the London Stock Exchange belong to the technology sector, driven by the internet boom and the rising need for digital transformation across enterprises. Currently, the FTSE 100 and the FTSE 250 listings comprise of 26 technology and internet firms. The sharp rise in tech startups this year saw over £13.5 billion raised in venture capital in the first half of 2021. 6 new tech companies have entered the FTSE 350, including Darktrace. The Chancellor Rishi Sunak is also encouraging more tech firms to list on the LSE. Let's take a look at 5 stocks and explore the investment prospect in them for the month of October. Firstly, Darktrace, a leading AI-powered cybersecurity company. For the year ending 30th of June 2021, revenues of the company grew 41.3% year-on-year to $281.34 million, compared to $199.07 million in 2020. Darktrace for financial year 2022 estimates around 45 to 46% of its revenue and net constant currency annual recurring revenue to be reached in the first half of the year. The market cap of the company at the end of September stood at £6.36 billion. In the last year, their shares gave a return of 175.5% to shareholders. Next up, Kainos is a provider of information technology solutions for healthcare, financial services and public organizations. It operates through 2 specialist business divisions, digital services and workday practice. Recently, the company acquired South American-based UNE Consulting as part of its global expansion strategy. The Kainos Group's financial year 2021 revenues rose by 31% year-on-year to £234.7 million, and its bookings were up by 6% year-on-year to £258.8 million. The company's global customer base grew by 17% in financial year 2021 to 546. The market cap of the company at the end of September stood at £2.48 billion. In the last year, the Kainos Group shares have given a return of 96.2% to shareholders. Next up, Softcat, a leading IT infrastructure and services provider to public and corporate sectors. Softcat's revenue for the 6 months ending 31st of January stood at £577 million, representing a year-on-year increase of 10.1% to £524.1 million in 2020. For the first half of 2021, Softcat declared an interim dividend of 6.4 pence per share to shareholders. The company's market cap at the end of September stood at £4.33 billion. In the last year, Softcat shares have given a return of 86%. Next up, Learning Technologies Group. They offer talent management and digital learning solutions. Their revenues grew by 29% year-on-year to £82.6 million in the first half of 2021, compared to £64.1 million in the first half of 2020. Its net cash stood at £24.9 million in the first half of 2021, compared to £70.2 million in the first half of 2020. Learning Technology Group declared an interim dividend of 3 pence per share for the first half of 2021. That's up by 20% year-on-year compared to 25 pence per share in the first half of 2020. The market cap at the end of September stood at £1.78 billion. In the last year, the group shares gave a return of 73.7% to shareholders. And lastly, Microfocus International is a provider of software and information technology solutions. For the 6 months ending 30th of April, Microfocus International's revenues stood at $1.4 billion. Its cash generated from operating activities was $468.1 million for the first half of 2021, compared to $560.4 million in the first half of 2020. They announced an interim dividend of 8.8 US cents or 6.42 pence per ordinary share for the first half of 2021. The company's market cap at the end of September stood at $1.34 billion. In the last year, the company's shares gave a return of 67.4% to shareholders. So there you have it. That's a deep look into 5 interesting tech stocks. If you like this video, please like, share and comment. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can press the bell icon for notifications for our latest videos. And for regular updates and information, log on to our website, kalkinemedia.com. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.